welcome to my channel HiQ Learning. So dear students, today we'll discuss some more problems on cross product of vectors. Already in the previous video we have seen some problems. Here let us start with this question number 1. If vector A is I minus j, vector B is 3j minus k and vector C is 7i minus k, find a vector D which is perpendicular to both A and B and for which C dot D is equal to 1. So students, here required vector D is perpendicular to both A and B. In the previous video we have seen that A cross B is a vector which is perpendicular to each of both the vectors A and B. It means here this vector D is parallel to this vector D is parallel to A cross B. Why? Because this vector A cross B is perpendicular to each of these two vectors. And here required vector D should be perpendicular to each of these two. It means this required vector D is parallel to A cross B. And if D is parallel to A cross B, then we can express vector D as some constant times, let us write lambda times of A cross B. So here first of all we will try to get this value A cross B. In the previous video we have already discussed how to get cross product of two vectors. This can be expressed with the help of a determinant. Here we write unit vectors I, j, k. Here first row will consist of coefficients of first vectors A, that is coefficient of I is 1, coefficient of j is minus 1 and there is no term of k, so coefficient will be 0. Similarly, second row will consist of coefficients of I, j, k in the second vector. There is no term having I, so this coefficient will be 0. Coefficient of j is 3 and coefficient of k is minus 1. So after expansion of this determinant, we will get the value of A cross B. Let us expand it. So I times of, here this first row and first column will be omitted. So multiply minus 1 and minus 1. This is 1 minus 0 into 3, that is 0. Next term will start with minus sign. So minus j times of, omit this first row and second column. So 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1 and 0 into 0, that is 0. So minus 0. And third term k, here omit first row and third column. 1 into 3, that is 3 and plus 0, since minus 1 into 0 is 0. So finally we are getting here I plus j plus 3k. This is the value of A cross B. So therefore the required vector D can be expressed as lambda times of A cross B. A cross B is here I plus j plus 3k. Let us write here relation number 1. Now we have to evaluate here lambda. We have to get this value lambda here with the help of this given relation. C dot D is equal to 1. So also here given that C dot D is equal to 1. Therefore here vector C is given there. So this is 7i minus k dot D. D is lambda times of A cross B, means lambda times of I plus j plus 3k, and this is equal to given 1. Or we can now find dot product of these two vectors. In the previous videos we have already discussed how to get dot product of two vectors. Here we have to note that I dot I is equal to 1 I dot j is equal to 0, I dot k is equal to 0. Since dot product of two mutually perpendicular vectors is 0, because a dot b is magnitude of a into magnitude of b into cos of theta. So theta, when it is 90 degree, then dot product will be 0. So now let us write dot product of these two vectors here. So we can write here coefficient is 7, here 1. So we can write therefore 7, and there is no term having j, so coefficient will be 0 here. So minus 1 and 3, that is minus 3. So lambda times of this is equal to 1, and therefore lambda is equal to 1 by 4. So now with the help of this relation 1, now we can get the required vector d, which is lambda times, means 1 by 4 times of I plus j plus 3k. This is the required vector d, which is perpendicular to each of these two vectors a and b, and c dot d is equal to 1. So this is the answer. So students, question is very simple, but still it is conceptual. So you need to make your concept very clear so that we can handle all these questions. Now let us see next question. Write the value of p for which vector a is 3i plus 2j plus 9k, and vector b, which is given by I plus pj plus 3k are parallel vectors. So now this question is very straightforward. This is very clear. Here we have to find out value of this p so that these two vectors a and b will be parallel to each other. So you know that when two vectors are parallel to each other, then cross product of these two vectors will be 0, because you know that a cross b, this is equal to magnitude of a, magnitude of b, sine of theta into unit vector n perpendicular to each of these two vectors. So if a and b are parallel vectors, then clearly theta is 0 degree. So if theta is 0, finally a cross b will be 0. So given that a and b are parallel vector, so you can write a cross b is equal to 0. So let us start solution with this step. Next step, a cross b will be 0, a and b are given here. So therefore 3i plus 2j plus 9k cross vector b, I plus pj plus 3k, this is equal to 0. Now in the previous question and previous videos also we have seen how to get cross product of two vectors. So let us find out this cross product of two vectors with the help of determinant. We can write here in the first row we will write unit vectors I, j, k. In the second row we will write coefficients here 3, 2 and 9, 3, 2 and 9. And the third row coefficient here I, p and 3. Sorry, 1, p and 3. So this will be equal to 0. And therefore, now let us find out cross product with the help of expansion of determinant. So I times of, here omit first row and first column. This is 3 into 2, 6 minus 9p. 6 minus 9p minus next term j. So you put here negative sign for second term, then in the bracket you see omit first row and second column, 9 minus 9. 9 minus 3 3 is 9 minus 9 into 1, 9. And next term, that is vector k, omit first row and third column, so 3p minus 2. 3p minus 2, this is equal to 0. Now let us simplify it. After simplification of this step, we will get the result. So there 6 minus 9p times of I, this part is 0 due to 9 minus 9, and this part is 3p minus 2 times of vector k, this is equal to 0. Now this is clear that A cross B 0, this implies that magnitude of A cross B will be also 0. So therefore magnitude of this vector will be 0. So now let us find out magnitude of this vector. You know, this will be equal to root over 6 minus 9p whole square plus 3p minus 2 whole square is equal to 0. Now squaring both the sides, because right hand side is 0, you can write here, you can write here 6 minus 9p whole square plus 3p minus 2 whole square will be 0. This implies 81p square minus twice AB, 108p plus 36, and from this term we will get plus 9p square minus 12p and plus 4 is equal to 0. Now let us simplify it. 81p square and 9p square, this will be 90p square minus 108p and minus 12p, this is equal to 120p and plus 40, this is equal to 0. Dividing this expression by 10, we will get this is equal to 9p square minus 12p plus 4 is equal to 0. Now after factorizing this expression, we can have value of p very easily. So we can evaluate value of p from this relation. You can do it very easily by factorizing this left hand side. Now next question. Question number 3. Find the area of the parallelogram. Find the area of the parallelogram whose diagonals are represented by are represented by the vectors one diagonal is vector D, which is equal to 3i plus j minus 2k, and another diagonal D2, this is equal to I minus 3j plus 4k. So we have to find out area of the parallelogram form with the help of these diagonals D1 and D2. So you must remember that area of parallelogram can be written as D1 cross D2, magnitude of D1 cross D2 into half. So this gives area of the required parallelogram. So first of all, what we have to do here, we have to find out cross product of these two vectors. So first of all, find out D1 cross D2. So with the help of determinant, as usual, we can do it. In the first row, you write the unit vectors I, J, K. In the second row, you write coefficients 3, 1, minus 2, and next 1, minus 3, and 4. Now let us expand this determinant to get D1 cross D2. So this is I times of, omit first row and first column, 4 into 1, that is 4, and minus 3 into minus 2, that is 6. Next term, here we have to start with minus and write G here, omit first row and second column, 4 3s are 12, minus 2 into 1, that is minus 2. So it becomes plus 2, and K, omit first row and third column, 3 into minus 3, that is minus 9, minus 1 into 1, that is minus 1. So finally we are getting here minus 2i minus 14j minus 10k. Now we can get the required answer with the help of this formula. So let us find out D1 cross D2 magnitude. So you know how to get magnitude of this one. This will be equal to root over minus 2 square plus minus 14 square plus minus of 10 square equal to 4 plus 196 plus 100. This is equal to root over 300. So the required area of the parallelogram is half into magnitude of D1 cross D2, that is root over 300, that is 10 root 3. So answer is 5 root 3 square units. This is the required answer. Now let us see one more question, last question for this video. Next question is using vectors. Find the area of triangle ABC. Find the area of triangle ABC whose vertices are A having coordinates 1, 1, 2. We have got these coordinates with the help of three-dimensional geometry. 1, 1, 2. Point B has coordinates 2, 3, 5. And C has coordinates 1, 5, 5. 1, 5, 5. So for the solution, for getting area of this triangle, let us first of all find out vectors AB and vector AC, because you know that area of triangle is equal to half of product of two sides, two consecutive sides, magnitude AB cross AC. So how to get AB? You know, we can get AB which is equal to OB minus OA. Here OB and OA are position vectors of points B and A respectively. So OB, with the help of coordinates of B, we can write OB will be 2I plus 3J plus 5K minus OA, that is I plus J plus 2K. So simplify it. This is I plus 2J plus 3K. This is vector AB. Similarly, we can find out vector AC also, that will be OC minus OA, where OC and OA are position vectors of points C and A respectively. So with the help of coordinates of point C, we can write OC is equal to I plus 5J plus 5K and minus OA. OA is I plus J plus 2K. So AC is equal to, here you can get, simplify it, that is 4J plus 3K. So now area of triangle ABC is equal to half magnitude of AB cross AC. AB is I plus 2J plus 3K cross 4J plus 3K. In the previous question, we have already discussed with the help of determinant how to get cross product of two vectors. So now you can continue this question, you can proceed this question very easily, because you can get cross product of these two vectors. You will get its magnitude and divide this magnitude by 2, you will get the result. So dear students, questions from cross product vectors are very interesting. However, I will suggest you to do some more practices so that you could have a proper command on this topic. So please continue watching my video so that you could get benefit properly. So thank you very much for watching this video. Wish you all the best.